Hello everyone. In our last video, we started a new chapter, that is chapter number 2, Work, Energy and Power. In our last video, we studied about work, what is work done, how we can calculate work, but of course with the formula W is equal to F into S. Then we started one more formula, that is W is equal to F into S cos theta. We studied different cases where theta was 0 degree, 90 degree and 180 degree, right? Today, now we will start a new topic, that is work done by the force of gravity. Work done by the force of gravity. Students, you know that W is equal to force into displacement. But as here we are talking about gravity, so we will not take it as displacement. Here we will take displacement as height, because object is falling from some height. And we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. You have studied this formula in your class 9th. But here again, as the object is at some height, so here we will take acceleration as acceleration due to gravity. So therefore we have denoted it as small g. So by putting these things in the formula, force will become m into g and displacement will become height. Understood? So new formula to calculate work done by force of gravity will be m into g into h. So W will be equal to mgh. Now let us move to the next topic, that is units of work. Work done is equal to force into displacement. So by putting their SI units, we will get W is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter, where Newton is the SI unit of force and meter is the SI unit of displacement. But as work is also energy, so its SI unit is joule. So we find that 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton meter, right? You have studied all these things in the earlier chapter also. Now some bigger units, 1 kilojoule, where 1 kilojoule is equal to 10 to the power 3 joules, because prefix was kilo, so we have put 10 raised to power 3. Now other bigger unit, 1 megajoule, where mega is 10 raised to power 6, so along with this we will put joule. So therefore 1 megajoule will be equal to 10 raised to power 6 joules. Next bigger unit is 1 gigajoule, where giga represents 10 raised to power 9. So therefore 1 gigajoule, it will be equal to 10 raised to power 9 joule. Now as SI unit of work is joule, so there must be some CGS unit also. So CGS unit of work, it is equal to urge. Understood? You have to learn this. You have studied about this unit in your class 9th also. CGS unit of work is equal to urge. Now 1 urge is equal to, as CGS unit of force is again dyne and CGS unit of displacement is centimeter. So 1 urge is equal to dyne centimeter, or we can write 1 urge is equal to 1 dyne centimeter. You have to learn these things, you have to keep them in your mind to calculate or to solve the numerical part. Understood? Yes, now relationship between SI unit and CGS unit of work. As we know, SI unit of work is joule and CGS is urge. So we will derive the relationship between both of these units. 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. We can write it as like this. And we know that 1 Newton is equal to how many dynes? 10 raised to power 5 dynes. And 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to power 2 centimeter. So in maths, you must have learned Then when bases are same in multiplication, powers are added. So after adding the powers, we will get 10 raised to power 7 dyne centimeter. So 1 joule, it will be equal to 10 raised to power 7 erg. Why 10 raised to power 7 erg? Why? Because 1 erg was equal to 1 dyne centimeter. So in spite of these two things, we can write this single unit. Understood? So you have to learn this, and it is very important relationship. In board exams, it can come for 2 marks. Mark in your books that it is an important relationship and write the marks along with it. Now let us start new topic, that is power. What is power? Power is capability to do work, or if we combine it with time, we will say rate of doing work is termed as power. So power will be equal to work done upon time. So we can say that power depends upon two factors, that is work done and the other one is time, is equal to work done upon time. So power depends upon two factors, that is work done and time. If a person does a given amount of work in less time, you can see now that both of these are inversely proportional to each other. So if less time is taken to complete any task, a particular task, or if a person is doing a particular work in less time, so we will say that it has more power, because both of these are inversely proportional to each other. Now if there are two coolies, let us suppose there is coolie A and the other one is B. To do a particular work, it is taking less time and it is taking more time. So whose power is more? But of course, who is taking less time? So we will say that coolie A, who was taking less time to complete a particular task, we will say he will have more power. But on the other hand, a coolie who is taking more time to finish a particular task will have less power. Understood? So power depends upon two factors, that is work done by the source and the time, that is time taken by the source. Units of power. SI unit of power is equal to watt. So in formula, if we put SI units of all these physical quantities, we will write them as 1 watt is equal to 1 joule upon 1 second. Understood? Now some bigger units of power: kilowatt, megawatt, gigawatt, where kilowatt is equal to 10 raised to power 3 watt, megawatt is equal to 10 raised to power 6 watt, gigawatt is equal to 10 raised to power 9 watt. Now smaller units: milliwatt, it is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 watt, microwatt, it is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 watt. Now after SI unit, let us move to the CGS unit of power. CGS unit of power, it will be equal to erg per second. How come? As work done, CGS unit of work done is erg and time is second. So CGS unit of power, it will be equal to erg per second. One more important thing, one other unit of power is horsepower. You have to remember this, it is very important. Horsepower, 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. You have to learn this value. 746 watt. And if we convert it into kilowatt, it will be equal to, if we divided it by 1000, we will get 0.746 kilowatt. So 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt or 0.746 kilowatt. Yes students, today we have finished our topic of power. In the next video, we will learn about energy and its SI units. You need to revise all the things till page number 24.